Hey guys, welcome to my channel Ultra Healers. I'm Baljeet, and on this channel I talk about healing. So today I'm going to be talking about addiction, which a lot of people are facing in all kinds of different areas. And I want to basically talk about 5 steps that you can take to break any addiction. So we all know that in the beginning, we start doing these fun activities, whether it's drinking alcohol or using the internet, using social media, or eating a lot of good food, and slowly and surely it can lead to an addiction. And before we even know it, that fun starts becoming a problem. It starts becoming stressful. It goes from having these fun experiences and slowly wanting more and more and more, seeking more and more pleasure, satisfying the dopamine receptors in our brain, and it just leads to a point where we tend to not be able to look back or be able to take a step back, and go and be normal again. So it's very difficult when we get to that point and we realize that, oh my God, am I addicted? So these 5 steps are going to be very, very crucial to help break any addiction. And the first step is to recognize that we are addicted to something. So an example would be, for example, if somebody is drinking alcohol and they are drinking a lot of alcohol and their friend asks them, hey, do you realize that you're drinking a lot of alcohol and you might be addicted? And the person says, no, dude, I'm just having fun. Don't worry about it. It's all good. That's denial. So if somebody points it out and you don't really recognize it, that's basically denial. So any addiction, you can have denial where you don't recognize the issue. And that makes it really tough to break the addiction. The first step is to recognize that, oh my God, this is something that I have to work on. And what's next? So the number 2 step that somebody can take to break any addiction is to create a plan. Now, a plan can involve a lot of different things. It can involve, creating your own set of requirements that you think are going to be necessary for you to break an addiction. Sometimes people need a lot of external help, like online classes, therapy. They need help. They need to ask somebody to keep them accountable. And then, journaling, writing things down and creating a schedule, basically creating a plan that works for you is really important. And definitely seek guidance from the internet or people that are professional. I'm glad that you are watching this video because this is one of the kinds of useful resources that you can use. Type something into YouTube and there you go. You have some guidelines. So create a plan. The number 3 thing to focus on is visualize your future. Visualize how you're going to carry out this plan. Basically, you want to visualize how you would be in the future if you followed your plan. Where would you be, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months from now? And then you want to also visualize where you would be if you didn't follow the plan. So visualize the negative aspects of it if you didn't follow your plan, and then visualize the positive aspects of it if you followed your plan. And the great thing about this is when we visualize where we're going to be, it helps us stick with our plan. It helps us not break our actual plan. Like New Year's resolutions, people break it in the first week of starting their New Year's resolutions. They end up breaking their good habits that they started, and then they go back to their old habits. The next step, so the 4th step here would be to work your plan out. So on a daily basis, make sure that you're actually working on your plan on a daily basis. You have to keep grinding and keep working on your plan, and that's the hardest part. Number 4 is the hardest part, because when people start working on their plan, they start getting bored and they start getting they start realizing, oh my God, I had so much more fun before when I was addicted to this certain substance or this certain behavior. And the thing about that is that's where basically people relapse or go back to their old habits, the fourth step. And a good way to stick with your plan is to reignite the fire every single time you feel like you're getting bored. So if you created a plan and you can't stick to it, maybe your plan isn't good enough yet. You have to keep working on it. You have to keep updating it. It's like software updates or software upgrades, it's like getting that new version of something. You have to keep updating your plan. If you keep updating your plan, adding new fun things to it, replacing old bad habits with new good habits, and when you get bored of those new good habits, it starts plateauing, then you want to add another different kind of a habit or replace that. You can even replace the new good habits with other good habits. And you got to keep working and adjusting your plan until it feels right, until you can stick to a routine. So you want to basically, we basically got into number 5, which is when your plan starts plateauing, you want to keep readjusting it. You want to keep reigniting the fire. So overall, you want to take small steps, because if you try to take that big leap, it's going to be hard enough to take that big leap in the first place, and you're going to feel like, oh my God, it took so much energy to take that big leap. I don't want to take all these big leaps. It's hurting my knees. So you want to take small steps, because single small step can lead to 1,000 steps. If you try to take gigantic steps, you're going to need tools to take those gigantic steps. So where are you going to get those tools? Creating the plan will help you get those tools. And taking those small steps will help you stick to these plans. Just do a little bit a day. You don't have to go cold turkey on anything. You could just reduce things down to the point where your neurons start changing, your brain plasticity starts changing. Your brain starts realizing, oh, this is a new way of life now. This is second nature now. And then you won't even look back to your old habits anymore. It'll just be like, oh my God, I can't believe I was addicted to that. And now I'm not. I'm so grateful for the universe to allow me to continue down this amazing path. So I hope this message, helped you with any kind of addiction that you're facing, whether it's drugs and alcohol, or it's behavioral patterns, or the internet, or any kind of addiction. I myself have had problems with addictions for quite some time. And now that I'm in my late 30s, I'm really focusing on seeing everything from a different perspective, which I was pretty much seeing myself from a different perspective all the time, but now I'm really focusing on it, and it's helping a lot. So I wanted to put that out there for you guys, and I really hope that helped. If it did, go ahead and hit the like button, share, subscribe. Do whatever you can to get this message out, please. Thank you very much. Again, I'm Baljit, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time in the next video.